Tonight, you reach for a snack. You might grab an apple, a handful of chips, something clean, something familiar. But what if I told you that deep in your bones, in the quiet corner of your brain that never sleeps, there's a memory older than language? A hunger so primal it predates farms, kitchens, even fire. What if the thing you've been taught to avoid, dirt, is actually one of the most powerful tools your body ever invented? You were born with the urge to eat soil, not metaphorically, literally. When you were small, crawling on hands and knees, you didn't just taste curiosity, you tasted necessity. Your ancestors did too. In the vast, unforgiving landscapes of Africa where early humans wandered without supermarkets or supplements, their survival depended on something simple: earth, clay, silt, mud, and the evidence isn't folklore, it's science. Dr. Robert Guralnick, curator at the American Museum of Natural History, has documented how modern human populations still practice geophagy, eating non-food substances like clay across continents, from Southeast Asia to sub-Saharan Africa. This isn't strange behavior. It's ancestral wisdom buried under layers of modern hygiene. But why? Why would anyone want to chew on mud? Let's go back to the time when your great-great-grandparents were living inside caves, using fire not for cooking but for warmth and protection. Their bodies weren't built for processed sugar, salted meats, or refined grains. They evolved in environments where nutrients were scarce, toxins everywhere, and digestion was a constant struggle. So they turned to the ground beneath them. Clay-rich soils contain minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron, elements essential for nerve function, bone strength, and oxygen transport. They also bind to harmful compounds in plants and parasites, acting as a natural detoxifier. Think of it as your body's original antacid, probiotic, and immune booster, all rolled into one sticky package. There's a study published in Nature Ecology and Evolution by researchers led by Dr. Sarah Hrdy that explored how maternal geophagy during pregnancy may have helped protect developing fetuses from environmental pathogens. The hypothesis: that pregnant women who consumed specific types of clay reduced infection rates in both themselves and their offspring. It wasn't superstition. It was evolutionary adaptation. Your body remembers this. Even now, if you've ever had cravings while pregnant or felt a sudden need to suck on a spoonful of cocoa powder, which shares some properties with certain clays, you're tapping into an ancient survival mechanism. And here's the twist. We don't just crave dirt for nutrition. We crave it because our nervous systems are wired to respond to sensory input found only in natural substrates. Soil contains microbes, billions of friendly bacteria that train your immune system before you're even born. These aren't germs to fear, they're teachers. Dr. Lynn Margulies, the pioneering biologist who championed the endosymbiotic theory, argued long ago that life itself depends on cooperation between organisms, including those hidden in plain sight in your backyard. When you touch soil, you absorb its microbial fingerprint. Your skin becomes a bridge between ecosystems. That feeling of calm after walking barefoot on grass, that's not coincidence. It's biophilia in action, the innate tendency of humans to seek connections with nature. Yet today, we isolate ourselves from these sources. Floors get sanitized. Gardens get treated with pesticides. Children play on plastic instead of grass. We've built walls around ourselves, physical and psychological, shielding us from the very things that keep us alive. And what happens when you cut off contact with the earth? Your microbiome weakens. Your inflammation levels rise. Your mental clarity dims. Studies show correlations between dirt-deprived lifestyles and increased rates of autoimmune disorders, allergies, and even depression. You think you're being safe. But in protecting yourself from contamination, you've removed your best defense. So next time you feel a fleeting urge to dig into the garden, to touch the wet clay after rain, to taste the dry dust on your tongue, listen. That whisper isn't madness. It's memory. It's your lineage speaking through your senses. It's saying you belong here, not in cities of glass and steel, wrapped in synthetic fibers, but on the ground, connected, grounded, alive. You don't need to become a farmer or live off-grid. Just remember, dirt isn't dirty. It's dense with meaning, with history, with healing. Every particle holds stories of survival stretching back millions of years, longer than recorded language, longer than writing, longer than civilization itself. And within those particles lies a secret no diet book will tell you. Sometimes, the answer to feeling better isn't more technology or supplementation. Sometimes, it's going back down to where everything began. When you finish reading this, look outside. See the patch of earth near your door? That's not just scenery, that's pharmacy, that's classroom, that's home, and your body hasn't forgotten how to use it.